Hey everybody, so how are we doing today? So I'll be limiting myself to 4 videos a day, because this job can be very time consuming. But anyway, Planned Parenthood sues U.S. to block rule that may limit abortions. This is in New York, and it's not just Planned Parenthood, but other non-profits are offering family planning services have decided to sue the Trump administration on Tuesday to block a new federal rule, letting healthcare workers refuse abortions and other services because of religious or moral objections. Excuse me again. Oh, me and my carbonated beverages. The 2 lawsuits filed in Manhattan federal court said enforcing the conscience rule would encourage discrimination against women, minorities, the poor, the uninsured, and lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer people by curbing access to legal health care procedures, including life-saving treatments. Okay, how does hindering abortion affect gay men? Or gay women, for that matter. Yeah. Seems a bit too all-inclusive, somehow. Anyway. They also said the rule issued by the Department of Health and Human Services and scheduled to take effect on July 22nd would impose heavy costs on healthcare providers, dependent on federal funding, which they could lose by refusing to comply. Well, I think they should be handed over to the free market anyway. If you believe in abortion, donate. The plaintiffs also include Planned Parenthood of Northern New England Incorporated, the National Family Planning and Reproductive Health Association, my God, that's a mouthful, and Public Health Solutions Incorporated. The American Civil Liberties Union represents the latter 2 nonprofits. Trust is the cornerstone of the physician-patient relationship, Leona Wen, president of Planned Parenthood Federation of America, said in a statement. No one should have to worry if they will get the right care or information because of their provider's personal beliefs. So, in short, wait. No one should have to worry if they will get the right care information because of their provider's personal beliefs. Okay, then I postulate no one should worry about being forced to do something that they don't want to do because of their beliefs. Does that sound fair to you? Sounds fair to me. HHS pledged to defend the rule vigorously. Planned Parenthood said the rule might affect more than 613,000 hospitals, health clinics, doctors, officers, and nonprofits. The lawsuits escalate the legal battle over a rule announced on May 2nd by Republican President Donald Trump, who has made expanding religious liberty a priority in a Rose Garden speech marking the National Day of Prayer. Yeah, because the left, the regressive left, has done a lot to compromise religious rights and freedom of religion. They've done a hell of a lot to compromise it. Plus, remember that time that gay couple complained about the bake shop not baking them a gay cake? They could have gone to any other baker, but they had to harass that one, huh? Because they couldn't stand the idea of someone not supporting homosexuality. They couldn't stand it. They had to politically correct those people. Self-righteous, overly moral busybodies that can't leave anyone in peace. They always have to moralize and force themselves on everyone else. Fuck you. Anyway, these lawsuits were filed after California, New York, and New York City, Chicago, and 20 other mostly Democratic-controlled or Democratic-leaning states and municipalities sued the government on May 21st over the rule. San Francisco filed its own lawsuit on May 2nd. HHS has said the rule protects the rights of workers who might oppose particular procedures such as sterilizations and assisted suicides. It has also said the rule requires compliance with roughly 25 federal laws protecting conscious and religious rights, some of which date back decades. Roger Severino, director of HHS Office for Civil Rights, on Tuesday repeated his May 21st statement that the rule gives life and enforcement tools to those laws. In short, quite frankly, there's just not enough respect for religious and conscious freedom in this country. Freedom of religion and conscience. Because neoliberalism has become so popular. And it's not politically correct to hate on gays and lesbians and blah blah blah. And so forth. And you know what? I don't think it's right to discriminate against someone for having a particular belief either. It goes both ways. I'm not even sure how this issue of suing over abortion regulations even affects gay men or gay women. I don't understand that, because you obviously can't make babies that way unless you use artificial insemination. But then if you're just going to abort an artificially inseminated baby, that's just strange. What services do they offer to those groups exactly? Because that's a new one to me. Maybe that doesn't concern Planned Parenthood. Maybe that concerns National Family Planning and Reproductive Health Association. Blech! That is a mouthful. They need a better name. I can't keep saying that. That's wow. Yeah, I think this lawsuit's just totally stupid. Just completely stupid. I think they just want to have the right to discriminate against the religious. Or maybe their complaint is legitimate and they just don't fully understand the situation. But I would sooner believe the former as opposed to the latter, not because I think that religious people are being conspired against, so much as that the latter requires them to be a little stupid. How can they not understand the situation? I think it's pretty straightforward. You'd have to be a little stupid not to get it. But anyway, it will be interesting in the following weeks to see how this comes out. If PP can win their lawsuit, and the other one I'm not going to say again because, God, that's too many words. It'll be interesting to see how this turns out. But I think that, yeah, either way, someone's not getting 100% fairly treated. It's not an easy situation to deal with. Anyway,